So, got some more music to listen to. Turns out there's more than 4 albums that came out in 2023. So, I got a comment. Somebody suggesting yeule, their album Softscars. More of that shoegaze sound, but apparently more experimental, electronic, which I am 100% down for. Shoegaze had a hell of a year in 2023. And I've always been a huge fan of that genre, so let's listen to some good frickin' music. How about that, huh? How about that for a change? Listen to some good music for once. You guys down? I'm down. All right, I got the album pulled up on the master list here. Line It's number 43 on the list, so it's a pretty high up, all things considered. I mean, this is a list of 600 albums, so top 50 is really impressive. Looks like Pitchfork put this at their number 10 spot. Let me see. Softscars melts a decade's worth of alt-rock touchstones into a phantasmagoria of tone and texture, with washes of candy red blood altering with nectar, honey, and glitter. So this sort of plays into my theory that a lot of this shoegaze is a result of people that grew up with that alt-rock and shoegazy sound of the 90s, wanting to recreate that now that they're old enough and able to make music themselves. It's that roller coaster tycoon theory that I'm coming to call it, where kids grew up with these games or music and they didn't really exist after a certain period, but now that they're old enough to make the games or the music themselves, they're choosing to go back to the iPod that they had when they were a kid, listen to that alt rock and those guitar tones on the 90s shoegaze, friggin' Loveless, Ride, Hum, then like alt rock, like new metal, like Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin. All that is totally playing a part in all this music. So it sounds like yeule is taking those sounds and pulling them into 2023 electronic and experimental landscapes. So I'm really, really excited to see what comes out on the other end of that. Thanks for the recommendation, and let's see what we're working with. All right, here we go. Right off the bat, I'm coming off of the Megan Moroney reaction, which had like 45 million views. And so seeing these with a lot of them hovering around 100,000, a few 500Ks, it is kind of tragic that there's this much discrepancy. This one that's, I think, like 500 spots above Megan Moroney on that list is dealing with like 1/10 of the views. Wow. I was wondering if the description made sense when I was listening to the first part of that song, because it was like hyper pop, and I was like, so where are the guitars coming in? And then she let out this scream, and it blended into those distorted guitars. It was hard to tell where the screaming ended and the guitars began. The fuzz and the distortion and the feedback. It was a pop song that had like TNT. Like the start was the fuse going and then it exploded. It went hard. That went hard. Wow. Okay. Sick. Yeah. Let's go on to. Wow. I'm getting the same vibe listening to this song as when I listened to Destiny by DJ Sabrina, the Teenage DJ, a fantastic record from this year. You get the feeling of flipping through random radio stations and kind of having a little bit of a fever dream of listening to this mismatched collage of alternative rock radio singles from the 90s. This one, it started feeling like Ace of Base almost. Elements of Oasis. It had the Wonderwall guitars there for a split second. Definitely not a lot of like shoegaze, and it felt like it was about to launch into those heavy guitars. Right around the halfway mark, the guitar kicked in. There was a little like electronic blip. It felt like it was leading to like a drop, and the guitars were ready to come in heavy and hard. But then it went right back to the same mellow vibe. It kept that vibe throughout the entire song, which surprised me. But I really like. I think it fit the song well. It kept the energy, like there was the anticipation of something extra happening, but then it didn't, and it went right back to the calm atmosphere, and it kept grabbing those 90s sounds that aligned with that vibe. But I do hope, I do have an itch now. I gotta get some of those guitars, you know. They showed up just a bit on XWX, the opener. It was a little bit of a tease, and now I want that, you know, give me that punch. Just get ran over by some loud guitars, please. Yo, that song was so good. It reminded me of what I was thinking of Sulky Baby. This is what I wish Grimes still sounded like. I'm getting such Art Angels vibes from this soft, serene landscape, but it's mixed with PC music, hyperpop elements. You get like the best of both worlds. You get that beautiful sounding atmosphere, but you also get the get up and dance energy. I love the chorus that comes in at the end, the soft scars, and then the drum kit. It feels like it's like a Fisher Price drum kit, but it fits so well with this song. Alongside that like childlike synth line that was juxtaposed against the morbid lyrics with her talking about her burned sticky carcass. Oh man, blown away by that one. That was such a great track. Best PC music I've heard in a really long time. Really, really good hyperpop. And yeah, let's bring in the shoegaze. Is it a triple threat? Amazing so far. For UI12. For UI12? For another little slice of PC music, pop. Yeule on this album is really establishing herself as an artist that lures you in and shatters expectations. It's sort of like you're walking into a trap with her music. Comes in with soft, pleasant electronic productions, the little dreamy like boop boop boop. The voice is childlike and innocent sounding basically. The lyrics are fucked up. Like, do you think of her or do you think of me when you're fucking her? Dropping that F-bomb really stood out on this song. And then the production similarly sort of slides into darker territories without you really noticing. The synths are breaking up and glitching a little bit. It all sort of goes back to that pleasant ending. So you're not really sure what you just experienced at the end of the song. Yes. Wow, that song was so well put together. It started off so dreamy, it's so soft, and then almost like exactly at the halfway point, it transformed and evolved into the same song, just its most complete self, with those guitars in the background, the production elements, everything it was like it was the same. They just turned the gain up to 100, the saturation. They turned everything up. They pushed all of the knobs on the little soundboard all the way up. It multiplied everything tenfold, including the emotions that were felt. That middle section. Oh man, I want to listen to that real quick again. That's something that Yeule has done a couple of times in this album. That build up, the feedback guitar. It sounds like it's about to go. It sounds like they're stepping on the distortion pedal, but then they like unplug the guitar. Like they go right back to a nice twinkly, very twee guitar sound. And the effect is incredible. You lean in and you fall on this like soft pillow of sound instead of like leaning into a hard wall. It wouldn't be so effective if it wasn't so gorgeous and such a logical buildup of what was already established prior in the song. The tempo change at the middle, it didn't hit me right. Like I think I like misinterpreted it when I was hearing it. I want to listen to it again. When I listened to it the first time, I wasn't sure where they were going with it. I wasn't sure what the next sound was gonna be, and so I missed it. It has that slowed down version of that riff that was playing through the entire song. That's so good. How it like sets into that, and then it's like a fucking headbanger. It just gets so heavy. That's what I've been wanting from these songs. They haven't been giving me that, but they've been giving me other elements of hyperpop, dream pop, PC music that have like filled the hole, but it's not what I really wanted. I wanted that punch of distorted guitar, and this one delivered handily. The opening, that was like an alternative riff that could have been on a Linkin Park song or like Breaking Benjamin. It was like an intro riff for a nu metal song. It's scratching itches that I forgot existed. Halfway done now. There's 12 tracks. Ooh, Effects Twin Flame. I like that they called it out by name because there's definitely, I've noticed some Effects Twin isms in this music. The little bleeps and bloops. It definitely feels like a heavier version of Select Ambient Works. I'm getting way ahead of myself though. Let's jump into Fish. Let's jump into the pool with the fish in Fish in the Pool. That was a nice song. Just speaking surface level here, it was a nice little intermission piece. I always appreciate when bands have an appreciation for the flow of an album. This was clearly put in there to be a palate cleanser, so that's nice. I also, I don't know, I was getting like these weird feelings listening to that one. It felt like I was invading a space listening to this song. Well, just playing piano on her own and singing along. And so I sort of got this feeling like, is this supposed to be telling me something about what I'm supposed to be taking away from the rest of the music here? Is this like the authentic yeule and everything else is a facade that she's putting on? Or am I looking way too deep into it? I'm not supposed to be watching this. I felt out of place as the listener. Again, I'm not sure if I'm like reading into this way too much. I probably am. It's a 2.5-minute song. Let's move on. But definitely an interesting inclusion to, at the very least, again, surface level, breaking up the pacing of the album and giving everybody a little bit of a breather. Go out for a smoke, come back in 5, we'll finish up the rest of the album. Still thinking about that track though. The title, Fish in the Pool. I mean, that's like, how vulnerable can you be? It's like shooting fish in a barrel, that's the saying. I don't know. Really strong Cranberries vibes from that one. The starting with the guitar and yeule singing really beautifully. But then, like a lot of these songs, it's twisted through Yeule's sort of messed up view of 90s music. Twisted in a dark and unsettling way. She's singing this really soft song, and then she said a few times, "Strip for the camera." All of a sudden, this lovely song is perverted. It became dirty. I can't listen to it the same way because now there's this new context. You can't enjoy a pleasant song because yeule is making it this darker experience. It felt like a Cranberries song. It felt like Linger, but twisted, wrung out, and bent towards the end.
Heartbeat, heart sink, heart
Yes.
broke, don't think. The flowers in my head, now they're rotten, wilted. I would still walk barefoot on the grass. Oh, I would still bleed out just for you. Oh, I would still. Everyone uses me under your dewy skin. How did you get so thin? Planted flowers in my hair, now they're rotten, wilted. Just to keep you safe.
Ooh. That was a whole ass rave in one song. That was a bedroom rave. 100% Effects Twin vibes. I want to say Groove Armada too. It's like Groove Armada played underwater. The perversion of pop culture. You're just talking about like planting flowers in her head, and now they're wilted and dead. Everybody uses me. Just like really sort of gut-wrenching subject matter on here, played on top of serene, beautiful, pounding beats. The juxtaposition still sticks out like a jagged nail, and you can never sand it down. You can never get it just right, and so it always catches on you when you rub your hand over it.
Blood bunny pierced tummy, soft skirt, that I love you forever, forever. Date, good things come to those who wait. Looks like a bloody mess, leave it like this, leave the rest. Honey bee, honey please, fight my demons, demon please. Looks like a bloody mess, leave it like this, leave the rest. Honey bee, but bite into you, bite me too.
Soft Scars is like an AI image generator trying to create a human face. It looks good for a second when you first hear it, but then when you look at it or listen to it for more than a second, everything falls apart. And it's not pretty anymore. And you can't even see what you thought was pretty to begin with. This one, I love you forever. That's a nice line. That's nice. It's not so nice when you repeat it 8 times, the forever part, and then you're talking about biting each other and talking about hate later in the song. It warps the image. It warps it. And then the background sound, it's nice and peaceful and serene, doesn't sound the same when the subject matter changes, when your understanding of the lyrics changes. Everything warps. This entire album, it's full of, when you play a 1-second snippet, someone's going to get the idea that, oh, this is just a nice soft bedroom pop album. It's not. It's a nightmare pop album. I'm coining that, nightmare pop. This hits that feeling perfectly, where things are okay until they're not, and you can't really find the exact moment where that dividing line is. Look at me trying to analyze this album, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, solve this Rubik's Cube, when there are just fucking bangers on here. I don't care anymore about the deeper meaning. That song kicked so much ass. Synthline, dude, that song was so good. And yeule was not doing this sweet voice anymore. She was going into that one.
Flow away, eat your prey. Time and time again, I feel. But for you, I try to look my best. How much love have you stole? My body, mine, nobody mine. I have one name, Apex Twin Flame, meteorite, don't feel alright. I have one name, Apex Twin Flame. I live inside, feel so special. I have one name, Apex Twin Flame. My skin.
These past two songs, Cybermeat and FX Twin Flame, are the only two songs on the album that I really felt like yeule has had power or confidence. In Cybermeat, it felt like she was fighting back against everybody that's used her. But in FX Twin Flame, when she first said, "I have one name, FX Twin Flame," and the effects on her voice changed, it suddenly felt like she was going from literally lying on the floor to being as tall as a building and like towering above me saying it. Really, really powerful moment. Doesn't hurt that entire hook was catchy as fuck. I have one name, FX. So I feel like this entire album, there's subtext that I'm not quite grabbing. I keep coming back to two things. The AI allegory, where it feels like this entire album was created by AI, where everything is just not quite normal. If you look at it too long, it doesn't look sane anymore. It feels like there are little hints that there's stuff underneath. I noticed, I think at the end of Daisies, there was like a guy and he was like reading the lines to her as she sang, and it sounds like it was a little peek below the curtain. I keep coming back to Fish in the Pool, which feels like the one real moment on the album. Not trying to twist some narrative or tell some story. I don't know. It feels like there's a depth to this album that I'm floating above right now. I haven't dove into, but it's really, really cool to have that impression from an album, to feel like there's more to it below the surface, and there's more to dig into. It really warrants more listens, which I would be happy to do because the music kicks ass. It's so good. The pop, the pulls from 90s influences, the juxtaposition with her crazy, insane, dark, pitch black songwriting. The hooks. There's so many songs like Daisies, fucking, that's the closer, Cybermeat. I seriously question anybody that put together a top songs of the year list and they're not including Cybermeat. I would strongly recommend that they... Fantastic album. As far as like superlative, I try to do like a category. What's this the best at? This is the best nightmare pop album of the year. Soft Scars knows exactly what it is, and the concept and imagery of the album is so rock solid and fully formed that that's all I can describe it as. Nightmare pop with 90s nostalgia. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Peanuts Lulz. Great profile picture, by the way. It's cute. If you guys want me to react to anything else that came out in 2023, anything is on the table. I'd be happy to listen to it, especially shoegaze. I know the Quanic video was my most popular one so far with a rock solid 40 views. Ooh, more than happy to listen to more stuff in the shoegaze area. If that's what you guys want to see me react to, I will listen to that all fucking day long. No complaints. I'm gonna go back to just picking out random albums from 2023. I'm having a blast so far. Anybody that's saying that 2023 is a weak year for music has not listened to Soft Scars, has not listened to Megan Moroney. If you guys haven't watched that, that was a really, really good country pop album. I have not been disappointed by an album yet in the slightest. I'm gonna keep going until I'm bored of 2023 music, which I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. So if you guys like it, hit that little play 7-Up with the thumbs up button down there, or subscribe if you want to see some more of me talking about music. Maybe we can all discover some new stuff together. That's my goal with this channel right now. Let's just find some cool shit that came out in 2023. All right, thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time. More videos coming soon. I'm trying to pump these out faster. I just having such a good time. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.